You.
Hi. So here we are in our tiny house edition. The biggest question is this, okay? Will we really be able to live in a space as tiny as this? This is only like 370 square feet. How much is that in square meters? Who's like a genius here? How much is that in square meters? I have no idea. But 370 square feet, okay? And where we're standing, like everything that you can see in the camera is pretty much three-fourths of the kitchenette. There's hardly any space. This is why we wanted to show you what it would be like, okay? Because for me, I've seen a lot of shows where people actually live in these tiny home containers. But a lot of times they're like alone. I've seen a lot of them who's like single. And majority of them like the outdoors. They're kind of outdoorsy. That's the problem. I am not outdoorsy. Him, him a little bit, not me. So if I'm gonna live in a space like this, I'm gonna have to figure out, can I really stay indoors in this tiny place? But one of the biggest consideration if I do that is this the kitchen because we cook a lot. If I mean you've been with us for some of you, you've been with us every single week, and we do this running classes every Sunday. So I need a space for me to be able to cook. Okay, my husband left for a little bit, but that's why I'm so excited to show you that I think because we've been here a night already. Okay, we can actually live in a space like this because this tiny of a kitchen. Do you see this, Amiga? Look, look how tiny it is. That's all there is to it. There's the sink. Do you see that? And there's everything.
Oops, we're cut off now.
Hardly any space, right? So, um, I think we can live in a space like this. You know why? Dun, 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 dun. Today, we'll show you how I now know. If I only have this much countertop, you know what I'm gonna need to be able to like really live here is my EOC that I always tell you, my Saladmaster EOC. I'm not kidding, okay? This is not like any pitch or anything. This can replace half of my kitchen. I don't need a big oven. I can live with just this. And I'm only gonna need like maximum 3 other cookwares and 1 induction oven, and I'm good. And I will be able to make pretty much everything. Okay, so if you want to see what that 3 other pieces would look like, but just this and those 3, and I'm good. I can entertain. I don't need a big oven. I don't even need a microwave. You all know I don't use microwave. I'm still trying to influence him. But anyway, so today that's what this is all about. Okay, in fact, my honey here, because we're celebrating our anniversary week, some of you know, he's going to cook everything for me. Not really. That's not really what it's about. It just ended up being that way, but I'm gonna look at it that way. That he's cooking for me because it's our anniversary week, right?
Yep.
It's like he's like, okay, he can't say when we're on camera. But anyway, the particular recipe that we're sharing with you. Oh, thank you. Somebody just greeted us a happy anniversary. The particular recipe we're sharing with you, as far as the potato, the garlic potato is concerned, that's not our original recipe. I want to give credit to the owner of the recipe. It's Lisa Nichols of all recipes, that website. Okay, the difference is here. The way that that recipe asks you to cook these garlic potatoes is a two-step thing. You're supposed to, Amika, you're gonna do this because you're gonna do this conventionally, like she does, right? You're gonna have to saute on a skillet on your stovetop and then bake right after in your big oven. Now for Tawanda, for those of you who have the Saladmaster EOC, guess what? You're just gonna use the EOC out. This is always hot. You know the amazing thing about this has been preheating. It's really hot. I don't feel it. Do you see how close I am standing to it? I don't feel the heat. That's a problem though, because you know what? I forget that it's hot. So this has burned me so crazy because of that. Anyway, without any further ado, stay later, okay? Because before we end this session, I'm gonna give you a quick tour on video of this tiny home container, okay? And it's pretty neat. We'll show you some stuff that are pretty cool about it. All of you who are trying to see if you want to get a tiny container, tiny home as well, this particular unit, home, has so many cool features that we want to show you later. But here we go. My honey, Shed. Let's welcome him.
Okay.
I love that he's gonna cook for me. I'm gonna be there by the bar, and I'm actually doing the cameras for today.
Okay, so let me just set this up a little bit.
There you go.
Okay, so as you can tell, we don't have our usual assistants, right?
Now,
We don't have our kids to help us out, so everything is gonna be us. All right, so we're gonna start with our. Let me just admit this person. Okay.
Cassie?
No, that was Celeste. So,
Hi, Celeste.
we are going to start with our potatoes only because it takes about 40 minutes. The scallops itself takes only about
15.
no, it's really just 10 minutes cooking time.
Even
So
shorter.
yeah, it's really short, but there's a little bit of prep to it. So we're gonna start with our roasted potatoes with garlic and spinach, right? Okay, so what are we gonna do? If you're using the traditional oven, who's cooking? So we have Amika, we have Twanda. Is Rona cooking with us? I just want to say hi to Rona Sibanda.
Hi, Rona. Are you cooking?
Please unmute yourself and let us know if you're cooking with us. Okay. And then we have John is cooking with us. Okay.
Yes, or Marie.
And I don't know if Celeste, are you cooking with us?
No, I'm not cooking today.
Okay. All right. So Amika is doing it traditionally. So please preheat your oven, Amika, to 400 degrees. For those who are using EOC, okay, please preheat your skillet to 350, okay? And then we're gonna bring it up to 400 after we saute our potatoes. Okay, for those who are baking, you'll need your stovetop as well. So you'll need a pan that you could put into your oven, right? And that's where you will lay down your potatoes. Then you'll do all of your sauce thing on the skillet. So make sure that you have a little pan for preparing the sauce. Okay, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna start the recipe we sent out. We cut it in half for ourselves, but you can use those ratios, right? We're gonna use 6 small potatoes, but our potatoes are extremely small, so we're gonna do 8 of them.
They're tiny.
But if you're doing 12 potatoes, then the ratio is you're gonna have to use 12 potatoes will have 4 tablespoons of butter. But for us, since we're only using tiny potatoes, we're only using 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so let's start with melting the butter over medium heat at 350. So those of you using the skillet, just melt your butter now. For those, Amika, please start melting your butter on a pan over medium heat, okay?
Okay.
So as you could tell, this is not our kitchen. We have to get used to everything. This kitchen does not have an oven. It does not have a full fridge. It only has this tiny fridge here that are what you see in hotel rooms, right? Those mini bars.
Right. It's itty bitty.
And this is my counter space. So let's see. I am going to, since my butter is frozen, I'm going to have to slice it off. So usually 1 slice is 1 tablespoon. I'm going to use 2. And I'm going to go ahead and melt this. Okay. So in the meantime, I am going to use my
Can you all see it?
garlic. So while it's melting, I'm going to actually, I wasn't able to pre-cut my garlic, but I don't want my butter to burn. So I am going to use minced garlic, okay?
Here we go. We're gonna try to spotlight.
And where do I see the garlic?
It's right here.
Oh, we don't have.
Oh, minced garlic. Yeah, we do have some. It's right there. Here we go.
Okay, so I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. All right, this is what it feels like when you're not cooking at home. I'm a little nervous, but
No pressure, honey. There you go.
okay.
We're spotlighting the EOC so
Okay.
you can see.
Awesome. So we melted the butter. Then let's go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. So hopefully you already minced your garlic. If not, you can just catch up. The procedure is fairly simple.
Yummy. You can never have too much garlic, I think. It's my
Okay.
favorite.
You're gonna wait until that's golden brown. In the meantime, cut your potatoes into quarters.
We're cutting potatoes into quarters. Look, Mikael, my son, I'm doing your regular job for you today. I'm doing it manually. So this is how big the potato cuts would be, hon?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna be diced. They're just in quarters, okay?
There we go. Hey, we want to say hi to so many people. Hi, Sherman, Angelica, Virginia Shipley, Kenneth Ravello, Chris, Rhea, Carlos, Romel, Bang, hi, Bang. Eleanor, Tita, oh, Mommy Lita, hello. From Cali, Rose, of course, our dear friends from Supreme Kitchen. Hello, everybody. Hi, Steven. Here you go.
Okay, so your garlic should be about golden brown now. So we are going to go ahead and add our rosemary. So if you're using fresh rosemary, that's great. We're using dried rosemary.
Dried rosemary. It's right there, honey, in
Oh, it's
front of
here.
you already. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just using 1 tablespoon of this.
Look at that. A tablespoonful
Yeah,
of
and
dried
then
rosemary.
it's gonna start to smell really fragrant, right? And that's what you want. Smells really good.
Yum. Do you see that? Here. Here's our chef. I moved the camera so you can see him.
Okay, so if you are sauteing this Amica, right, as soon as maybe about a minute or so, you can go ahead and pour this mixture over your laid out potatoes on the pan that you're gonna put
In
into
your oven.
But
Okay.
for us, since we're using just one particular kitchen gadget, right, we're gonna go ahead and drop in our potatoes now, since everything
Yes.
is gonna be cooked in just this electric skillet.
So that's the big difference, right? This is not going to be a two-step recipe. We're not sauteing on the stove top and then transferring on a dish to bake in the big oven. We're doing everything in this EOC.
Okay, so we're just gonna mix it around. Amica, at this point, you'll be pouring your butter, right? And your here, your butter and your rosemary and garlic mixture on top of your potatoes. And then you're going to season with salt and pepper. So for us, since we're just using everything, we're just cooking everything in the skillet, we're gonna go ahead and add in our salt, okay? So when we came to this tiny house, they said they had salt and pepper, but They actually did not have salt, so we're using garlic salt, which is what we brought. But the pepper, I hope there's something left here. There's a little bit left.
Yes.
This belongs to this tiny house. So this is actually a container, a shipping container, right? You know how they ship all those boxes to the Philippines? It's called balikbayan boxes. So this is what they use. When you ship this, they don't really weigh. They don't care about the weight as long as you maximize the space. Well, in this case, they've maximized the space and make it a living quarters, right?
It is beautiful. So for some of you who may not know, we're actually doing this cooking class remotely. We're in a tiny home that is actually a repurposed shipping container. You can see the ring light behind my hubby, huh?
Okay, so for Amika, your pan should be mixed now, right? It should be ready to put into the oven. So you can roast this uncovered for 30 minutes in your oven. Or you can also choose to roast it covered for 15 minutes and then uncovered later on if you want it not too dry. So it really is your option. You could use foil to cover it. For us who are using the EOC at this point, we will bring up our temperature to 375, okay? And then we're gonna cover it partly.
Bless you. Do you see the ring light? See, we had to set everything up. For our newcomers to this class, we will show you how we're trying to gauge and see for ourselves if this tiny house living is actually possible for our family.
Okay, so I have this at 375, lid partly open so that it gets that it delivers that roasting effect. I'm gonna time it for about 20 minutes only. If you're using the oven, it's 30 minutes.
At 400, right?
At 400, because it's indirect heat. But since this is direct, there's direct heat underneath this. We're only roasting it for about 20 minutes. Okay. So that's it for.
That's another big difference.
That's it for our potatoes. How will you know if it's done? When it's fork tender. So if you grab, a fork, and then just try testing how soft it is. If it's tender enough, it shouldn't break apart, right? But it should be tender enough for your fork to be able to go through.
Yeah.
So
can you all hear us? I just realized the camera is here, but then our microphone is on the other side. Can you all hear us well?
Loud and clear.
We can hear you. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I don't know if it's.
That's
I don't know which one is spotlighted. Is this spotlighted?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we're gonna remove it now.
Okay, so I go back here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just a sec. This is I didn't realize this is like a lot of work. There you go.
Okay, hi. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to our scallops. Get your spinach, by the way, on standby, because as soon as you've hit the 30-minute mark for Amika, she's gonna remove it from the oven and add the spinach, okay? And then mix it up a bit, bring it back into the oven, and then cook it for only about, bake it for another 1 or 2 minutes until the spinach is wilted. But for us that's using the electric oil skillet by Saladmaster, we're going to add our spinach at the 20-minute mark. And it's the same pan, basically this is an all for one. We're using everything here. Okay, so I have my spinach on standby. Okay, so now we're gonna do our scallops, but the scallops, for us, we are actually going to be using the same pan. So I'm gonna have to wait until this is done before I start my scallops. For those of you who are cooking your scallops separately, right? The first thing I want you to do is basically pat your scallops dry, okay? Because you don't want the extra moisture there.
You want the scallops dry. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, smells so
And
good.
then depending on, we have really small scallops actually. So now the next thing
Those are organic scallops. I don't know if it has something to do with that, but I'm not.
Yeah,
sure.
well, it depends. If you go to a specialty seafood store, then you'll normally get those huge scallops, right?
The big one.
The big ones that are like 2 inches in diameter. But if you go to a regular Asian place, normally these are the normal scallop sizes that you get. You're going to get your bacon at this point, and then what we need to do is, since we're wrapping our scallops with bacon, we want to make sure that the bacon isn't too thick, right? So you're gonna have to cut it about the same height as your scallops. So for us, because they're really small, right? I'll probably cut it to be only about 1/2 inch thick, right, lengthwise. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Horizontally.
Yeah,
Okay.
while waiting for this thing to be done.
Okay. And while Chad is doing that, I want to say hi to Sandra Beltran, my sister-in-law, all the way from the Philippines. Evelyn, hi. And then Hazel Bermejo Dalangin, all the way from the Philippines. Hello. Paul Agustin, Zenaida Balmeda, Rachel Ian, and who else? I probably have missed some people, but anyway, welcome everyone for joining us. Okay, now, is everybody caught up? Everybody's doing their bacon at this point? We're actually using turkey bacon, by the way, because we did say on the invite that you can use the bacon of your choice.
Okay, so with the bacon,
Question.
yes.
Yes.
Did you have your EOC open slightly?
Yes.
Okay.
We have 1 inch. I'll move it there. You can see it now, but it was on the other side. See, I'm cutting my bacon now to be about as thick as my scallop because I'm gonna wrap it around my scallop. However, the way I actually do this, I kind of like cook the bacon halfway through, especially if you're using pork. If you're using real bacon, right, like pork bacon.
Oh, my honey is like really like sweating.
Yeah, the other difference is in this house we have to use this spotlight ring. I can't imagine
They
how.
saw it. They saw the whole ring. He's like, oh,
Yeah. I can't imagine how
he's sweating like crazy. Oh,
those people.
I'll be the assistant.
Sorry.
I'll be the assistant. Sorry.
Okay, I'm good, honey. Thank you. Can't imagine how those actors and actresses, who have to do this for a living, right?
He's having a hard time seeing what he's doing.
Stay in front of these bright lights the whole time, and then they have to wear so much makeup, which is crazy. Yeah, but I was saying earlier, for your bacon, I usually prepare this for like Thanksgiving or Christmas as appetizers for the family. I actually cook it halfway through before I wrap it around my scallops. That's because I prefer my scallops seared on a pan. However, if you bake your scallops, then yes, you can bake it along with uncooked bacon, and that will cook at the same time. But since I don't bake my scallops, then I have to make sure that my bacon is partly cooked so that it ends up being cooked at the same time, fully cooked at the same time. Okay.
Can we see you cutting them? I can't see you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I cut them like this, T.
Got it. Okay.
It's about as thick as my scallops, okay?
Let me put the spotlight on him, cutting the bacon so you can see better. Do you see that?
Okay, so are we here now on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, so these are my cut bacon. And I'm just doing this while waiting for the potatoes, obviously, to be done. We have about 12 minutes left with our bacon, our potatoes. I'm gonna mix it up a bit in a minute here after cutting this last piece of bacon. Okay.
All right. So we're using the time that we're cooking the potato as prep time for the scallops. There you go. You will see the ring light behind him. It's making him sweat like crazy.
Yep.
Well, we needed it because it was too dark earlier.
Right.
So here, while you all are trying to prepare your bacon for your scallops and waiting on time, I'm gonna do a quick around, like a tour around. How would you say it? I'm gonna. So see, that's the kitchen as a whole.
You want to show this really quick?
As the kitchen as a whole. Oh, there's the potatoes.
If you're doing this in the EOC, it should look like this already, T.
Look, see,
it's
already
browning.
done.
It's browning
Oh,
really
it's so
nice.
good.
So we may have to cut this short actually, but
Yes. It's always faster.
It's not Japan for now, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll cover it a bit. Maybe another 5 more minutes.
Just a little
Okay,
more.
so Marvie will give you a quick tour around
So
our
here you go.
tiny house.
Hey, here is the main entrance. Immediately as you come in, there's the kitchen. This is the full kitchen right there. Honey, you can stay there. You can stay there and see how it's like your span. You see? From the door to the window. That is the kitchen, okay? There you go. So like I told you, I'm not going to need an oven here. I can get rid of that microwave over there. I won't need that. And then there's a little bar where I was sitting earlier. And this is the whole living area.
You got to show them the thing.
Oh,
All right.
this is a very nice. You guys were having fun.
Okay.
This house has such a nice feature. Watch. Okay, you guys look at that.
Look at that. This is how they hid their TV, so that their living room still looks presentable.
Can you hear us? Oh, the microphone is behind us.
Oh, over there. Okay, I'm raising up our TV over here.
Do you see that? We have to show you here and then shout over there.
We can hear you.
Yes? Did you see the TV go up?
There's the TV.
Very cool. That was cool.
Pretty cool, right? There
Okay,
you go.
We can go around now.
We can go around now, and then there's like a little breakfast nook, which is so nice because when you open this window, the blinds, look, you can have breakfast here in the morning, and that's your view. Isn't that pretty? We had to close it for now because of the glare. And then there you go. That's it, kitchen and living area. And there's the bedroom and the bath. And then on top of this container is actually a deck that
it's
we
a
enjoyed
balcony.
last night.
Yep.
It's so pretty. They have lights on it too. There you go. We're back to our cooking. Oops, sorry.
Smells so good. Let's see if it's fork tender already. Not yet. So we're gonna need a little more time for this one.
Okay. How many minutes have we done it so far for?
10 minutes so far.
10?
So
Okay.
we're still good.
It's not long at all, huh?
So for those of you who are using the oven, just take a quick look at it. Depending on how small the cuts are, obviously those might cook faster. But 30 minutes is actually a conservative estimate for an oven because it does cook really slow because the heat is indirect, right? So yep, during Thanksgiving, I normally bake this in a traditional oven. It does take that long for me.
But that's before we had our E-asy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Moving to the front camera again. Are we moving to the front camera? honey?
Sure. Okay, so all right, welcome back to this camera. What we're gonna do is, I can't really start anything, but if you're using a stovetop, why don't you go ahead and half fry your
Bacon.
at this point. So you must have your bacon now. Go ahead and melt some butter there, or use some oil, a tablespoon of oil, whatever oil you want, and then go ahead and pan fry your bacon. Okay, just halfway through, so that you don't have undercooked bacon when you wrap it around your scallops.
Okay.
Please go ahead and do that. We'll do that in a bit. It won't take us that long. Why? Because we're using turkey bacon for one, and the E-asy cooks really, really fast.
Yes. So we're just trying to wait for 5 more minutes. This is going to be a very short. It's a much shorter segment for our 7 with Shed Marvie. If you don't know what is this cooking class all about, we've designed it specifically to where every single dish that we share with you will always have only 7 ingredients or less. Okay, that's why the title and the name of the class is 7. It stands for 7 ingredients or less. Because before we began this thing, we were figuring out, okay, there's a plethora of cooking classes, right? There's so many like recipes online. But if I'm gonna be honest with you, I see all those videos, like even recipe videos online, and I get so drawn to them, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna save this, and I keep saving it even on my Facebook account, and then afterwards it will give me like a reminder. You have 20 or 10 unopened messages or saved items, because the truth was I would save so many recipes, I hardly end up making them. That's why we decided, I think the best way to make people cook is to have them cook with us on the spot. All right. Here we go. I think our potatoes are almost done. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna cover them now to bake it faster
Okay.
for about 2 more minutes. Okay.
There you go. So that's why we came up with this class, in case you're wondering. Okay. This is really an advocacy for myself and my hubby right here. We're trying to encourage as many people as possible to go back to home cooking, right?
Yep. So we're
Yes.
learning a lot of things. So here in we're central, right, Texas, but we're close enough to the south where there's a lot of people who practice what Marvie just recently learned something about called hillbilly cooking,
Mm.
where they raise their own livestock, they grow their own vegetables, and then
Mhm.
they bottle their vegetables so that they have vegetables throughout the whole year. They salt and cure their own meat. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then they reuse everything. For example, any oil, right?
Yeah, the whole idea of a hillbilly type of cooking, according to my newfound friends in this group, because I joined their group because I'm like, every time I see the post from this group, they're like home down, like southern type of cooking, and everything is like natural. Like they would share recipes for preserving fruits and vegetables. Like they do everything from scratch. That's what attracted me to this group. Okay, so I joined them, but then afterwards I asked them after one day, hey, please help me understand what is hillbilly cooking.
But it's really interesting because
But I needed to learn.
they're definitely advocates of home cooking as well, and that the most delicious food is not something that you order
Mhm.
online or from a
It's
restaurant.
living off of the land, is what they
Exactly.
said. So they're the types of cooks who will they can survive when all the grocery stores shut down. They can survive because they know how to take care of their land animals. They know how to like plant things. Like they know how to do all that stuff.
So obviously, since we grew up in the Philippines, that's nothing new for us, right? We grow our own livestock and we grow our own vegetables as well, and we
So
fish. We fish our own fish. Um, but obviously, through modernization, people just rely on not even the wet market anymore. They rely on like grocery stores, right? And the frozen goods and everything. But it's time.
Oh, I think it's done,
I think
honey.
it's
I
time
think
to
the
go
timer
back.
is done.
Nope, it's not. Okay,
Okay, here we go.
so let me just check again. Okay, it's good.
Okay, our potatoes are good. They're fork tender, so we're moving them to a plate. Do you need me to switch cameras?
No, I think we're good here.
Is everyone okay? Tawanda and Amika, are you doing good? Cassie, are you cooking with us today? Is Cassie with us by any chance? I forgot to do a shout out for my very good friend from San Diego who's always with us, Mom BC. Hi, Mom. I always make sure that I I acknowledge her life. Okay. So anyway, we have some new people who just joined us. Hi, Mayani.
Oh, Miani.
Miani.
That's that.
Edward Jones' sister?
Yeah.
Hi. It's good to have you here, Lynn. All the way from Bicol, right? And then Alan. Fonsamita. Hey, Jael. Jael is with us. Hello.
Okay, I am going to add more butter.
We're adding more butter.
Oh, I'm gonna bring it down to 350 T, and those using the E-asy, we'll bring it back to 350. And then we are just now, going to start our bacon.
There we go.
I have about 2 more minutes.
on
Okay.
your potatoes? Okay.
Well, just
Yeah.
check if it's already done though. You can go ahead and take it out.
Okay.
Like ours was already tender. I guess because we used very small potatoes. The black things that you see here are actually the garlic, but they're not burnt.
The garlic and some of the rosemary.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't smell burnt at all. So okay, now I'm gonna add my bacon strips.
At what temperature is this, hon?
350.
350 on the EOC, okay? So that's actually the equivalent of your medium on your cooktop, Amika.
Okay. So Amika, maybe your bacon is done now. If it is,
Oh, John, I haven't heard from John. Is John doing okay? Our Marine? Our Marine
Yeah,
has
I'm
been
doing
very
good.
quiet. You're
Yeah, I'm
good?
going on. Yeah, I'm doing good.
okay. For those of you who pan fried your bacon, if it's already half cooked, go ahead and wrap it around your scallop on the sides, okay, with a toothpick to hold it in place.
You can use this camera for now, hon.
Oh,
Because
am
you
I
can see.
am I here? Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, you can wrap your bacon now. For us, we just started this part.
They're probably gonna. Is anybody ready to wrap their scallops with bacon? Not yet. I think we're all in sync, hon.
Okay. Good.
I'm almost there.
Oh, Amika is ahead, huh?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna cover it to half cook it faster, and I'll need. Oh, sometimes the timer goes off, right? Earlier, I set it for 20 minutes. So now that it's done, I just need to bring up the temperature to 350 without any timer.
Perfect. All right, going back to the main
Okay.
camera.
All right. So how's everybody doing? Can't wait. Try our. You want to try our potatoes?
Oh, you want to try it? Okay. Hael, my good friend Hael is a mean cook. She cooks really well. Okay, so I want to tell you live on camera, Hael, please come teach us a Mexican dish that is like amazing with only 7 ingredients or less. We would love to have you. Okay, so friends and family, this cooking class is not just about Chad Marvie. We're not the most amazing cooks. We just love food. It's kind of forcing us to cook. And because we have some amazing gadgets in Saladmaster, we really are cooking a lot, okay? But we're also continually on the hunt for recipes. That's why I'm joining all these recipe groups right now, and I'm learning so much stuff. Okay, there's the bacon. Can you see it even in the big camera? Yeah.
It's the potatoes are good, so they're just good, perfect for us.
Perfect. So Wanda, have you tried your Amika? Have you tried your potatoes yet?
Oh, not yet. They're not yet done. Potatoes are taking longer for the oven.
Hi, Susie. Ate Susie. Oh, and Stella Shore earlier from Canada.
Happy birthday, Lorna.
Here we go. Y'all can see this well, right?
Can you see it? Yeah, it's like it's browning pretty well.
Okay, perfect. Those who are cooking with us on Zoom can actually see a closer shot of the EOC. Those on Facebook can't. Okie dokes. Hey, is there any of you has like a specific question as far as what we're trying to do and all that stuff? No? We're moving faster now. I think we're gonna start wrapping our scallops with the bacon, okay?
Oh, you know what I forgot was we were gonna saute some spinach right with this. I'll do it later. Okay. But
It'll be
Okay.
yummier with the bacon grease.
my bacon is done now. It's halfway done already.
Sheila, Francia, thank you for dropping in. We're making some bacon wrapped scallops with roasted garlic potatoes and spinach.
Okay, so now I
We're
am
wrapping.
moving on to. Do you
Okay.
see me sweating?
Yeah, I hear you.
No, it's okay. I'm not sweating in my face.
I have a question, Marvie.
Yes,
Sure.
go ahead.
Can you substitute bacon for anything? Is there anything that I can use instead of bacon?
We use
Something you can
turkey.
think of?
We
You
use
use turkey bacon.
Okay.
turkey bacon, but if you want, naked scallops are also good, just seared.
Yeah.
Seared in butter.
I know because Rana, our dear friend Rana, she doesn't do pork. We use turkey bacon, Rana.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm so glad you're here with us. Okay, so do you want to see this? That spotlight honey while he's doing the wrapping of the bacon. Can you see it better? This way? Here, I'm gonna go closer. There you go.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but the bacon is still hot.
But you know the funny thing about this, when you say bacon wrapped scallops, I mean, come on, a lot. I've never had this at home until he started making it. Until my honey started making it.
You can actually buy some of this pre-made, right, from a Target or
Right,
something.
right.
But you have to bake those. You know why? Because as I said, what happens is the the bacon isn't completely cooked, and you know how half cooked bacon isn't really good.
Right. I personally also like the bacon on these things completely cooked. Even our children, they don't like it like halfway cooked. They like it crispy. So do you see this? Are you able to follow along, John? Or Marine?
Yeah, we're following along now. Right now, we got our half-cooked bacon. Now we're just wrapping it.
Okay, here's a close up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can just keep working, honey, and
Okay.
I'll keep moving the camera. I think I'm a good camera woman. There you go.
Okay. There's only two of us, so we're only going to be cooking a few pieces actually.
Oh no, I want a lot. I think I can eat like at least 6 of that.
6 of these.
At
Okay.
least.
All right.
You know, our son goes through this like in one sitting. He can eat like 8 pieces of these. You see that? Looks great, right?
Our scallops look really small, so
It's okay. Okay, I'm not sure if any of you paid attention to the invite that we sent, if you read every single slide. Do you know that scallops, it's one of the most nutritious seafood items. And like apparently 80% of a scallop is protein. It's made up of protein. Did you all know that?
okay. So I guess after you've wrapped it around, you can actually just use one toothpick. So I'll reuse my other toothpicks.
We have enough though.
Just looks nicer.
There you go. As soon as we're done with our dinner, before you all sit down on your dining tables and enjoy our scallops and potatoes, we're gonna go out and give you a quick look at this place where we're staying. It's a small village of tiny homes. of different kinds. There you go.
Okay.
6 down. Maybe we can have 4 each.
Okay.
Oh, John, you have your work cut out for you. Is anyone helping you? This is going to be a lot for your whole family. John?
I'm sure his mom is helping him.
Just my mom is helping me out.
Only mom. Come on, Leia.
Yes. I know.
You're going to have to work a lot harder, huh? And faster because you're going to make a lot. How many pieces are you making of these? Leia? How many pieces are you making? How many scallops are you going to make?
I think, how many is it? And then, I don't know, more than 20.
More than 20?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Okay. I'll just use all of my bacon, okay? So I have a few more slices here.
How about Amika? How many scallops are you making, Amika? Amika should probably also ask one of her children to help. There you go. We're good for today because we're only cooking for the 2 of us. There you go.
Okay, I think we'll end with those. And then I'll probably will not use
We have
this.
9 pieces for ourselves at this point. We're going to allow a little bit more time for everyone else to be able to catch up. All right. Do you see how pretty that is? Ta-da! Look.
Okay, and then we're gonna season it a little bit with some salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, a little bit.
Just fairly light.
All right. Salt and pepper to season the scallops, each side. Right, honey?
Yes, each side. Okay. Amika, if your potatoes are done at this point, you can get it from the oven, add your spinach, and then bring it back for another 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes
Okay.
at 400 still.
Until the spinach is wilted. But for us, since we're using just this one pan, we could we'll add it in a bit. Okay, so now we're ready. I'm still at 350. Oh,
Let's try to wait on everyone else. Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
try to wait on everyone else. Here we go. We're moving to the main camera.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready on standby with my scallop. So while waiting for everyone else, I'm going to go ahead and I guess saute my spinach. So we could add it. I shouldn't have removed my potatoes actually. Sorry about that. So let me add back my potatoes.
Hello, Lynn. Ferdin,
Jen,
Melbeth, Emo, and Wiley. Hello, everyone. Thanks for dropping by. Okay.
Okay, T, I added back my potatoes because I want to saute it with my spinach, okay?
Got it.
This is a step that we missed earlier, but it's okay.
Okay, so as you can see, as soon as the spinach is doused in the butter, then you can go ahead and cover it for just about
A minute.
a minute
A
and a
minute
half.
with the E-asy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna use my wristwatch.
Let's see how everybody else is doing. John. There's Mom. There's John. Are you almost done with your scallops? How much more do you need to wrap?
We're still in the process of wrapping them. I think we're like halfway done.
Then
We'll be
It's okay.
visiting with our Batita friends. Okay?
We will follow you guys.
Wait on you.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll give them like 3 minutes. That starts now. Oh no, pressure. All right. Amika, are you done with your scallops? Wrapping them?
Mostly. I have a couple more to wrap.
Okay, Tawanda, you're good?
You see how fast the
I'm
spinach? You see how fast the spinach cooks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fast.
But it smells so good with the garlic and the rosemary.
Oh, it's 5:55. I can't believe it. Okay, we're moving to cooking now, or
Okay.
we're getting the potatoes.
So we are ready to serve these potatoes with garlic and spinach. That's how easy it is. You know how this is so fancy, right? When it's served as a side in your favorite restaurant. It's so easy to do it at home.
Mhm. There you go. Do you see that? Oh, no, you can't see it. I didn't spotlight this thing. Huh.
Okay.
Okay, I want to show you the plate of the dog potatoes that just got done. Sorry. There you go. Do you see that? How pretty? Yum. Okay. Yummy.
Okay, now moving on to our scallops. So I added another 2 tablespoons of butter. I shouldn't have done this if I had sauteed my spinach earlier, right? But anyway, we did say in our list of ingredients to prepare half a cup of butter. So you should still have a
Yeah,
fair
you have
amount.
plenty.
You have a fair amount of butter left.
So John, just watch how he's going to sear this with your EOC. At what temperature, honey?
Okay, so you're gonna sear this at 375.
375 on your EOC. John and Tawanda, that's the temperature that you're gonna sear this on.
Okay.
Or with.
So scallops cook very. Where am I looking here? Scallops cook fairly fast. How do you know when it's done? Basically, you know how it's still kind of like pinkish. Once it's done, it becomes opaque in color and it becomes firm. So that's when you know that it's done. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just do about 4 minutes on each side. And then after 4 minutes, I'll flip it over. But I'll show you the color. It should not, right before 4 o'clock, you should be able to see what it looks like when it's done. But that's it. It's so simple. But it's already a balanced meal with your carbs there, with
It's
your potatoes.
complete, yeah.
Got some spinach there. Of course, garlic is always healthy. And you got some protein. Scallops, as Marvie said, is really high in protein.
It's 80% protein. That's its composition. Here we go. We're almost out of time. How are you guys doing? I'm excited to eat. Did you see my plate of potatoes? Okay, while we're doing that, I'm not so good at this. My husband is better at this. He gets to greet everybody all the time. Rowena Sambilay.
Okay,
Yeah?
there's Wiley, Hermo, Emo, Samson,
Oh, yeah.
Melbeth, Tabon.
Yeah, I said hi to them earlier.
Okay. Alan Francelida. Hi, Alan. How are you?
And E-asy, I don't know.
Sablan.
Sablan. Yes. Hello.
Of course, hi to everyone from Silliman University. I know it's Founders Day week, so happy Founders Day to all
Oh,
of
yes,
you.
that's true.
My friends and colleagues, okay, my
Silliman.
batchmates. I graduated way back in the day. It's actually
A
our
long time ago.
35th elementary school graduation. It's our reunioning year. 35th. Can you
Hi,
imagine?
Vicky.
It's old.
Vicky Kachurek. Ika. And then hi, Vicky. Okay, before we run out of time, just because we always want to make sure that you know what we have on the menu for the coming week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the last Sunday of August,
Of Seafood Month.
kind of like wrapping everything with a bow for a seafood month, it's going to be, okay, the one dish that's becoming very popular with modern Filipino cuisine. It's actually a hit, especially in New York. And so many chefs are coming out with like incredible versions. We are coming up with a simple, easy version, okay? That everyone most likely will be able to do. But next Sunday, we'll teach you how we make tuna sisig. Okay? Sisig. Rana and our other friends who might not know what that is, that's S-I-S-I-G. Sisig. I don't know how to explain it. I will only say this. It's incredibly good. And you can substitute the meat with many different kinds. So next Sunday, we're going to show you 2 different variations. We're actually going to make tuna and chicken. Okay? So tuna and chicken sisig for next Sunday. Join us. And we're still trying to decide which dessert to show you. Maybe we should do the traditional halo-halo or ube halaya, the purple yam. A lot of my friends like that one. My vegan friends love that one, the purple yam, ube halaya.
Okay, do you want to see what it looks like when it's okay?
All right, perfect. We're moving to the other camera, so you can see this one. There you go.
Okay, so you see the color change. That's when you know that it's done. Is that clear enough?
I did a. Can you all see this well?
Yeah. So it's no longer, it's white. It becomes white, and of course the browning is just because you're searing it. But that's done.
There you go. It's done on one side. We're waiting on just like what, 2 more minutes for the other side.
Okay.
We're baking it covered completely. So how's everybody doing? Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
We're about to end, so I'm gonna put you back in everybody on the main spot.
Yeah, well, I want to plate it together. So if you don't mind, we're gonna spend about 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna plate it. I don't know if anyone is ready to show what they have. So maybe Amika, can you show us your roasted potatoes using the traditional oven?
Amika?
Amika is still cooking. She's
Okay,
plating.
who's ready? Let's try to spotlight John. Can you please show me the potatoes that you made? Here we go. So we can share it with everybody. That's good. Have you tried it yet?
What was that?
They haven't yet. It
Okay.
looks good.
Everyone, please let us know
Okay, I'm
how
ready.
it turned out. Okay, Amika. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Okay, now Amika. Let me show Amika. Let me see what you have.
There you go.
Wow.
Nice.
Looks good. Is it done? Have you tried it yet?
Is it tender?
It's done.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Who else? William says,
We're ready.
come on.
Okay.
All right. Let's put them on the spotlight. Let's see.
Yay.
Whoa. Have you tried it yet, T?
Not yet.
Is it tender? Is it tender? Is it pork tender?
Most of them are.
You can always add
Except
more in it.
Smaller.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone. We are so excited and glad.
Okay,
that you
I'm
got
gonna
to join
plate this
us.
now.
Okay. Now here's our final thing. We'll show you both. We're gonna plate this, and we'll say bye-bye and see you next week. All right. But thank you for joining us in this tiny house. If you want to know more about our experience here, please go to our page. We're gonna upload some more videos to give you an update. Okay. We'll show you how we'll be cooking in this tiny kitchen.
Happy anniversary.
Yay.
Happy anniversary. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay,
Can you
so
show it?
we're in the big camera. Here you go. This is our meal for tonight.
Beautiful.
We've got our seared scallops with bacon wrapped around it, and we got our garlic, what do you call this? Potatoes with spinach. So everyone enjoy your Sunday meal.
Please
Thank you.
don't forget to send us your photos, okay?
Send us your photos, drop us a comment. Please
Mike, hello.
let us know your feedback. Good, bad, ugly. That's okay. We'll take it. Bye, everyone.
See you next Sunday. Please have more people join us, okay?
Bon appetit.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.